I'll now give you my solution to this exercise concerning, what is it, headers, footers, and all that business. Okay, so we're to type this program into a file called example.sas and run it. So let's go do that. Let's go back to Unix. So here's my directory. So if I want to make a file called example.sas, actually I'll make the screen a little bit bigger. That way it'll probably be easier for you to see what I'm doing. So to make a new file called example.sas, I'll just vi it. And so no file example.sas currently exists. So this is a new file. You'll see that vi indicates that it is a new file. Now you're going to have to type this. I've already typed it in when I made the slide, and so to save us a little bit of time, I'm just going to paste it in. Before that, I do that, I'm going to turn off automatic indent in my editor. Set no AI. I've got automatic indent set in my copy of VI. Otherwise, when I paste it in, it's going to look kind of goofy. All right, so I turned off that. I'm going to go into insert mode, and then I'm just going to paste what I had typed in. All right, so there's the program. I have to get out of insert mode, so I hit escape. Let's write it and quit it. And then we'll run it. So sas example.sas example. I'm going to show you another little trick that I like to use. You can string multiple commands on the Unix prompt by putting a semicolon. So semicolons separate Unix commands. So this is going to run it, and then it will edit all example.star files. And so now we're in the listing file. Let's search for errors. There are no errors. I should probably page down. I'm hitting Control F to page down. And it looks like everything's in order. There are no warning messages. I'll go to the next file with :n. And looks like we better make this a little bit bigger. So what you will see is the contents. We have 3 observations. 2 numerical variables, birthday and income. Name is a character variable. By default, SAS makes those have length 8. And if we look a little bit further down, we have the birthday, name, and the income. You might wonder why birthday comes first. Let's go look at the program again. The reason that birthday comes first, we'll talk about in much greater depth once we get to the data step. But I'll give you the answer now. It's because it's the first variable mentioned. So birthday is mentioned first, then name, then income, and that's why the variables are in the order they're in. If you want to flip back to the listing file, you hit :E and then #. That means edit the previous file, and you'll see that's exactly what you get in the print. Actually, there we go. Birthday, name, and income. Okay, so we've done that exercise. I just did a :Q to get out. Let's go back to a second and see what else I asked you to do. So we're to add a heading, very important people, and a footnote, analysis done by your name, and then a few other things about this. So let's go back to the terminal. I'm going to shrink this so I can see my instructions up above. So I need to modify this program, and I'm going to do that with vi-ing example.sas. So let's see, I need to set the line size and the page size, turn page numbers and dates off. So you want to do this at the top of your file. To get to the top, I'm going to hit H. That sticks me at the top of the file. Now I need to open a new line, so I'll hit O. And then options, let's see, to turn off page numbers, we'll say no number. To turn off dates, we'll say no date. line size to 72, I'll say ls equals 72. Page size is ps, we're going to set that to 30, and put a semicolon. Now we also want a footnote and a header. It doesn't matter where I put this. I'm going to put it in front of the content. So if I want to go to the end of this paragraph, I hit curly brace. And so that moves me down. Then I'm going to open a new line. This time I'll use little o. We'll say title, quote, very important people. Got to spell it right to get full credit. And then footnote, analysis done by Ed. Cool. So hit escape to get out of insert mode. We'll do a colon right quit to save it and quit. And then what I'm going to do is I can hit escape K to bring up previous commands. So I hit escape KK twice to bring up this previous thing. I'll run it. And let's see if there's any error messages. Nope, no error messages. Good. Colon next, and let's just look. Okay, at the very top we have very important people. I like that. There's no date, there's no page number. If we look at the bottom, you see analysis done by Ed, and you get that on every page. And every page is 30 lines long. So it looks like everything worked. Part 3 says, now save the data in the current folder, and you do this with a libname statement. So I'm going to hit colon N to go to the next file. This brings up this program again. So we want to save this now. To do that, I'm going to go to the top of the file. So that's capital H. I want to open a new line, which is capital O. And then we're going to assign a libname. So libname, and I want the current folder. My favorite name for that is cur. The physical location on the disk is dot. We're going to end the command with a semicolon. Now every time there's the word example, I want to replace that with cur.example. Previous few videos I've used a search and then the period to replace it. This time let's do a search and replace, just to do some different things in VI. So colon 1 comma $, so that means from the first line to the end, substitute, okay, slash separates arguments, example with cur.example. Now I'm going to add two options. One you know about. Actually, I don't really need to put global in this, but the one that you don't know about is C. So C is for confirm. I'll hit enter. And now it says, do I want to replace this with cur.example? Yes. Do I want to do this one? Yes. Do I want to do this one? Yes. So now you'll see that all instances of example have been replaced by cur.example. I'm going to write that out, quit VI. I did an escape K to bring that command back up. So you're using VI commands at the Unix prompt, which is very helpful. Hit enter. Let's go see if there are any errors. Nope. Okay, cool. You get exactly the same output. I'm going to quit, so Q exclamation point, and we have to do an ls. And so what you'll see is there is now a file out here called example.sas7bdat. I'll just show you the date. So the date right now is 12/38. If you do an ls minus L, you'll see that example.sas was also created at 12/38 on March 1st. So that's the thing we've just created. We now have a permanent data set. I didn't ask you to do this, but if you wanted to access that from a fresh program, let's write a fresh program. So a new program. I'd start out with a libname. So my favorite name for cur is dot. And let's run some means on it this time. So proc means data equals cur.example. Run. To get out of insert mode, I'm going to hit escape, colon right quit, and let's run it. So SAS new program, and then I'll do my little semicolon stuff. vi new program dot star. I just noticed I misspelled program. So if I want to get back there, I can use VI commands. I hit escape, which puts me into command mode. I'll do a capital F, which does a backwards find, to R. Oops, wrong R. We'll hit semicolon to do it again. Now I needed to add a G, so I'm going to hit insert G. And I can just hit enter from here. Oops. So no errors. And we have our means and standard deviations for those three variables. So I would recommend trying all these things.